Welcome to my first video of 2023. It is January 10th. Yes, I double checked. It is January 10th. And I hope that everyone experienced some good days for the new year and that will continue as you go through this year. I'll remind everyone to notice that I do not say have a happy new year. We do not own time as individual people, so we cannot have a year or a day in any real sense. We just experience each day and year. But I hope that all of your experiences were happy for this year so far, and if not, that they will get better. So this is just a quick update of my PhD progress and some of the things that I've been doing. So last semester, I finished my 3 classes that I was taking, and one of those was an anthropology class called The Archaeology of Complexity. For that class, I was focusing on researching a particular building structure complex that was in Cordoba in Spain during the late antique period, and that was called the Cercadia complex. My next class was one that I did with my advisor in late antique history. It was a special reading course. It was about illustrated manuscripts from around the years 400 to 500 and the copies that we've gotten of those since. And that class, I wrote my final paper for that class on the Poitinger table, which is a map of the Roman world and their understanding of the world, and it had a lot of roads on it with distances and several other things marked on the map as well. I was looking at the names of peoples on the map, different people groups, where they were located, what they were next to, what illustrations were accompanying them. And then my third class that I took last semester was History 593, Historical Approaches, and this is part of the first year class for the PhD students, and that will be continuing into next semester as well as History 594, which is Introduction to Historical Writing. And for these classes, these 593, 594 sequence, I've been focusing on Cordoba and Spain during the 5th and 6th century. So my original question was to try to discover what the causes of Cordoba's independence were from the year 550 to 572. During that time, the city was understood to have rebelled against the Visigoths, who were the new people who had moved into the Roman Empire and occupied Spain. And so my original question was to investigate that 20-ish year period of independence. Since then, my update is that I have now been kind of convinced that they were actually probably living more independently as a city-state for more like 100 years rather than 20 before that time, and hadn't really been incorporated into the Visigothic kingdom after the Roman imperial administration had departed from Spain and failed to control that area. So that's going to be one of the things that I'm looking into this upcoming semester. I'm going to be making more videos about that. I also am going to be talking about this subject at a conference on February 11th in Loyola Chicago area, or Loyola Chicago University at the Lake campus. I don't know exactly the details of that, but I'm going to be making a 20-minute presentation about this topic and about the city and how it survived the fall of the Western Roman Empire and kind of maintained cohesion throughout that. The other classes I'm going to be taking this upcoming semester probably are a class called Social Construction of Space, and this is another anthropology class, which is pretty much what it sounds like. It's talking about how people interact and construct societies in space and places and things like that. As far as I know so far, I haven't actually started any of these classes for this semester. A third class I'll be taking is a medieval history seminar about medieval manuscripts and getting into the materiality of those manuscripts. So not just what words are written on them, but how they're arranged on the page, what the material that they're actually written on, how that's significant, and things of that nature. And then the last class that I'll also be taking is it's a comparative history class that's going to be focusing on citizenship. So I believe that, based on what I've seen from the description of that class, it'll start kind of in more ancient times, defining citizenship, and more focused probably on the modern aspects of it, going through history from ancient to medieval to modern. But I'll probably end up writing a paper more centered on either ancient or medieval citizenship for that class. So that's kind of the outlook for this next semester. It's possible I'll drop one of these classes and only go back to a 3-class schedule, but I'm trying to do 4 this semester in order to kind of plan ahead for next fall, when I'll be TA for some classes as well. So I'll probably be teaching and taking classes, so I wanted to try to get more classes done before that so that I can kind of take a little bit of a lighter learning load while teaching. So that's the update on that. Looking forward to making more videos this semester. I say this every video now, but hopefully I'll be doing this more regularly, getting more into routine, having settled in a little bit, and you can definitely look forward to some videos that are going to be talking about my kind of case study on Cordoba. I'm going to be going through some of the primary sources and what I'm finding there. I'll probably even film another one of those today. Who knows when I'll actually edit this video or that video and get them up and ready to present. But yeah, so that's the update for my PhD progress so far on January the 10th, 2023. Hope everyone has a great rest of your day wherever you are. See, I slipped it into it again. Your day. It's just all in our vocabulary in English. But really, I hope everyone experiences the day in a positive manner. All right, see you.